Well, guys, as I keep saying in my last video about Bitcoin and ETH, they're going to continue to go up, and that is exactly what's happening. The numbers keep going up, and a lot of people are shorting it, and they don't understand why it goes higher. It's amazing that there's actually YouTubers and financial people out here talking about shorting Bitcoin. There was a YouTuber who was telling people to short, and I'm like, do they look at data? Do they understand crypto? Do they understand any of it? And the answer is no, they don't. They're fucking idiots. And there's a lot of fucking idiots. So this is a video for you guys not to listen to people, including YouTubers, even including myself. Just critically think, look at data, look at data. I'm going to show you guys some data. We've already gone over this in the other video, but it looks like I got to do more of these so people kind of start to understand. And I actually post a lot of this on my own Twitter. You guys can go to Dow Kingdom, follow me on Twitter, and also Discord. My Discord is actually really great. A lot of great picks from a lot of the community. I might actually be putting up a paywall on that because, man, we've had so many great picks, gone up 30, 40, 50%, 10xers, 20xers. I think Owen had a 400xer on a meme coin. I was in that meme coin too. I didn't do his 400x, but I think I've done like 20x, still pretty good. But I'm going to try to organize it better in there. So we're going to maybe move to a paid Discord soon. But I'm part of other Discord groups and Telegram groups, and I get the most alpha out of my own group and my people there because a lot of us have been around from the last bull run and we understand how things work. And we're good. We're smart. We all learn from each other. So that's what you want. So, get in while you can. Later on, there might be a little bit of a paywall, just letting you guys know. Now, let's look at the data, and the Discord link will be down here in the descriptions. Now, let's look at the data. So this just came out from BitMEX research for yesterday, and you can see there was a $519 million inflow. By the way, this is my account on Bing X, and you can see I closed a 16x long I had on Bitcoin. I only had $200 in there, and I made $185, 93%. I'm going long, couple hundred dollars. I'm waiting for these dips. I should have probably done something here because I think this is easy money. The easy money, go grab it. Even if it's like $200, $300, $400. Remember when I showed you this in my last video, I was down like 30% on it. I didn't panic. You know what I did? I bought more. I just didn't have time around that time, but I usually would have added a few $100 more, but I didn't. But anyway, we know what's about to happen. I keep telling you guys, and it keeps happening, right? This is actually really good. Look at this analysis right here. In 2016, BTC was 130% from its all-time highs at this point. Okay. In 2020, BTC was 100% from its all-time high at this point. Right now, it's at 18% from its all-time high. That's crazy. Never before the halving has it ever broken its all-time highs. If we do that, then Bitcoin has basically, it's already transformed. It's already becoming an asset that people want to have on their balance sheets, including companies, including major companies. I showed you guys the balance sheet of a lot of companies that hold Bitcoin last time. But this is the thing. What is happening right now in the market is completely transcendent. It's transcending Bitcoin into an asset class it was not at in 2020. Okay, it just wasn't. And keep in mind what's about to happen. The halving is going to create even more pressure. And if you go to my this is my what do you call Twitter, but if you go to my if you go to this one, which is somebody I follow, Hodl 15 Capital, look, this guy right here, he's called Mr. Where is he? Mr. 100. He's still buying. He's buying basically 400, 300 a day. He's basically buying half the supply from the miners. The miners aren't even selling. You know why the miners aren't selling? Why would you sell it at 56 when you know in a week it'll be 59 or 60? So they're holding on to it. Basically, they can make more money. And that's kind of what's happening, guys. Now, when you look at this situation right now and you kind of see this guy buying, I mean, he's buying over 400 a day. I mean, he bought 300 a day. Where is he here? Oh my goodness. This day he bought like 600. 700. I mean, they're still buying. This could be a company. This could be a VC. This could be somebody who just wants to put their balance sheet in this. This could be somebody mega wealthy. It doesn't take a lot to bring Bitcoin to these levels. And most of the people who are buying Bitcoin aren't selling it. These people are going to hodl. They're literally going to hodl. And you can see a lot of great data. And it's really interesting. It says, dear publicly traded Bitcoin mining companies, this is why hodl balance matters. So, they hodled what they had and they sell it like a week or month later, they make more money. And that's kind of what's going on. And you can kind of see all the data and the flows. This is a great guy to follow. I do retweet a lot of this information so you guys can get a better idea. Now, also BitMEX research, you guys should definitely follow it. A lot of great information. I'm curious to see what happens today. Today is the 27th. I'm actually very curious to see what the inflows were. Now, this is something I actually posted on my Twitter, which is really interesting. I said, why are people still holding XRP and ADA, which is Cardano? Tell me, please, because I can't understand. When Bitcoin is going up so much, why are you in XRP? Why are you in Cardano? It doesn't make a lot of sense. A lot of these shit coins, which I think Cardano and XRP are kind of there. I mean, XRP has a lot of inflation. It's not going to go up as much as Bitcoin. Cardano, you know, I mean, I think ETH is going to outperform Cardano, and it has at the end of the day. So best comment I saw was because they have low IQ and are too lazy to look into other projects. Possibility, we don't know. I got a lot of crap from someone here. This guy's hysterical. He called me an idiot like twice. He called me an idiot twice, and he says, I know you're an ICP nerd. And I looked on his page. He's also an ICP nerd. Yes, because I 4x'd ICP. Your XRP has done nothing. Literally, it's a stable coin at this point. It's very good at being around 50 cents. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So while the rest of the market's going, position yourself correctly. This is why I bring this up. I literally had friends for the past, I'd say 6 months, keep telling me to buy Tesla. What has Tesla done in the last year? Nothing is going to outperform Bitcoin and probably Ethereum. There's nothing. That's what happened in the last cycle. I want to bring you guys into focus. This is 1 year Tesla. 1 year. If you look at 1 year of Bitcoin, it's 3x, over 3x at this point. It might be on 4x actually. You know, let's look at the 1 year. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's almost, well, because it wasn't at the lows. It was over 20,000. Yeah, a little bit, almost 3x. Yeah. 2.7, 2.8. Okay. So if you would have bought Tesla a year ago, okay, you would be down. You would be down about 1% versus up to 300%. Okay. This is the insanity of stocks. Stop looking at stocks. Stocks aren't going to outperform an asset like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is looked at differently, and you don't have to worry about, you know, them making more cars. You don't have to worry about them, you know, getting out competed. You don't have to worry about them getting employees. You don't have to worry about inflation, all this crap that people worry about. You don't have to worry about it, you know? And then I had a buddy keep telling me, buy PayPal. Oh my God. How many fucking people on YouTube are talking about fucking PayPal? It's fucking junk. If you would have bought it a year ago, you would be down a lot. Okay. Oh my goodness. 18% down. Again, you guys are buying junk. Okay, there's only about a dozen or so stocks in the stock market that do well, that drive the S&P. That's the only reason the S&P is even up. You take those dozen companies out or less, S&P is garbage. It's probably going to underperform. The reason the S&P and the stock indexes go up, which people don't understand, oh, it keeps going up. The stock market keeps going. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. The stock market doesn't keep going up. There's a couple of companies in the stock market that go up. That's it. That's it. And they drive the whole indice. That's it. That's not facts. People think, oh, you know what? The S&P and the Dow Jones and Nasdaq are only going up. Yes, because they're being driven by a couple of big name companies, Amazons, the Facebooks, the Apples, the Googles, the whatever, Nivida, whatever, the chip maker that just blew up. That's it. Pfizer, when COVID happened, Pfizer helped, you know, Mastercard, you know, Visa. Mastercard's actually doing well. Let's see what would be interesting. Let's see 1 year from now. See, Mastercard, it was at least did good. 33%. You wouldn't be too upset with that. 33% with Mastercard, but it's still not Bitcoin. That's the crazy part about it. Visa's done well too. Let's go for 1 year. 28%. Way slower than Bitcoin. Way lower growth. Let's go to American Express. I mean, these are the ones, these are the few that are actually doing well. 25%. We're looking at hundreds of percent. And by the way, in my group, I mean, we did this in a day. I bought Pith more than that, I think. Let me see. What is Pith? Pith Networks. 21%. Already did it. Already did what fucking Mastercard did in a fucking year. or Visa. I did it in a day. I literally bought this yesterday. Sorry, I'd rather own shit coins and fucking meme coins and fucking Mastercard and Visa. Sorry. Not sorry. I go where the fucking money is, where the new money is. I don't care. If it's about just making money, that's it. People get too caught up. Hell, I made more than that on Sync. Shout out to Sync. Sync's still kicking ass. You know, this is like 4x for me at this point, 3 or 4. I don't even remember. I staked some. I got some other rewards too for the code. So some of you guys staked. I don't even know how many X's I got on this thing, and I keep watching the holder count go up. It's what it is. It's a different world. It's a different world. So yes, I'd rather own some weird shit than Wells Fargo. It's a real company. Who gives a fuck? Make the easy money. Easy money. Look at Wells Fargo, 17%. That's cute. Did that in a day. Easy money is being made right now in crypto. This is the easy money phase. It's like medium easy money. It's still easy money, right? Slowly, we're going to get to the medium money where it gets a little bit harder, and then it's going to get a little bit harder as we progress to the end of the year, and then it's going to become the hard money. And then people are going to flood into DeFi because it gets too hard. And then DeFi blows up where the easy money will be. And then when DeFi blows up, then, you know, the music might stop. We don't know what's going to happen because DeFi is where everyone's going to go to. So you got to keep an eye on everything. Got to keep an eye on things. That's what I'm doing right now. And really nothing is really, you know, outperforming Bitcoin or Ethereum or, you know, look at all these stocks I just bought up here. This is Amazon. Amazon's actually done well because it dipped so much, but how many people bought the dip? Probably very few. 84%. That's actually very respectable. And that's because it dipped so much. It went from 160 to 85. I doubt very many people bought 85. It was there for a minute and then it went to about 100. Most people, if they were, you know, if they had a good broker, probably made 50, 60% on Amazon and they're probably very happy. But, you know, Nivida, I can't even say it, is the one that's really taken off. And that this one has actually kept up with Bitcoin. But even then, it's basically held its own against Bitcoin. It hasn't outperformed it. I still think Bitcoin is going to outperform it. That's a fact. If you even look at the 5-year, Bitcoin has easily outperformed it. It will continue to outperform it. So even the best stock out there, the best stock, Bitcoin will outperform. Ethereum also too. If you look at my video on Ethereum, I have it posted. Maybe I'll post it for you guys down here in a minute, and I'll post my other Bitcoin video to give you guys an idea. A lot of people are looking at the stock market. I think this is a time you need to look at crypto. I don't think the stock market is, I don't think it's worth the look at, to be honest with you. You know, some people think it's safe. I don't think it's that safe, to be honest with you. It's only a couple stocks that really matter. Just buy the ETF or one of these funds, and that's it. You know, this is Microsoft has done relatively well this year, but you know, over the 5 years, it still hasn't outperformed crypto, nor will it. That's just facts. That's just facts. And also, how you go in the stock market, you know, when you get into these $3 and $4 trillion market caps, like the market cap on this is already $3 trillion. In order for Microsoft to double, it would have to get to a $6 trillion market cap. Will it get to $6 trillion market cap? I don't know. Once you get to 6 trillion, just you got to double again to 12 trillion. It starts to get kind of crazy, right? We're getting into uncharted kind of territories also. That's kind of why, you know, the stock market is being led by a couple of companies that are getting so enormous. I think it becomes really heavy on top, and it kind of scares the shit out of me. I'm not as worried about Bitcoin being heavy on top because Bitcoin and Ethereum drive crypto. So I'm not as worried about it, but it worries me when a dozen or so companies are up on top. Kind of like what happened to PayPal. PayPal just kind of, you know, everyone thought PayPal is going to be the next thing, and it became so huge. I mean, it's still worth a lot, but it just, if you look at PayPal, it went all the way to 300, and then it got outcompeted, right? Because of Apple Pay. Everyone's like, everyone's going to use Apple Pay. Well, you don't have to worry about that with fucking Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash isn't competition for Bitcoin. Nothing is. It's fucking like gold. There's no competition. A lot of people are in gold. They're going into Bitcoin. Okay. It's just different. All right. So when you look at, for example, PayPal, I mean, PayPal if you would have held it for the last 5 years, you'd be down 40%, which is insane. It went all the way to $308, guys. Can you believe it? $308. And then it's all the way down here because it's being outcompeted. I don't want to sit around and worry at night that who's going to outcompete Amazon or Microsoft or Apple. And you're like, well, no one's going to outcompete them. I don't know how true that is in reality. I don't know how true that is. PayPal is getting its ass handed to it. And there's always companies like this that get their asses handed to it. It can happen to any of them. These guys had a huge moat around their business and it's gone, and it's gone. And it can happen. It can happen over time with everything. I mean, Amazon fell 50% at one point, so we don't know. You just can't predict these things. We thought eBay was going to be the next big thing and it didn't turn out to be, right? If you held eBay for the last 5 years, you barely keep up. You're not even keeping up with inflation. Last year it's down 3%. Last 5 years it's down 7%. It's not going to go anywhere. eBay's losing market share and losing sales. And there's a huge corporations, so these are things to keep in mind in the back of your head. This is why crypto, to me, this is where you want to be in 2024. 2025, things might flip. Prices might get sky high, rocket high, but we're only at around where are we right now? $2.2 trillion market cap. This is infancy as far as I'm concerned. Wake me up when we get to 10 trillion and I can say we have arrived at 10 trillion. But at that point, guys, we're all the early birders. We're all cashed out. We are all sitting on big bucks at that point. So it doesn't fucking matter. At that point, it won't fucking matter. Okay? All right, guys, take care.